Cardano price is down, and in this video, I want to answer one very simple question. Is it a good thing? What is up, everyone? Welcome to Crypto Capital Venture. Hit the subscribe, hit the like right now for this live stream. If you're in there, I think we got I don't know, almost 700 people already right off the bat. So hit the like. If you're a replay viewer, hit the like. I appreciate all of you. Let's talk about it. Let's chill out. Let's talk about it. This is Cardano on the weekly, very important chart that we discussed just last night. And it paints a really good picture just in the story that we're allowing to unfold. It paints a really good picture of the importance of patience, the importance of long-term vision when you're an investor. And the reason why that is, and we mentioned it in yesterday's video, Cardano, since that low in July, just saw like 200% gains week after week after week after week. Green, green, green. And it's something that if you've been in crypto for a while, these things happen. These gains happen. These parabolic rises, they happen, especially when you have a crypto that is actually doing some fundamentally ridiculously cool things. Cardano is doing that. So we've seen gains, but it doesn't matter. The crypto, it doesn't matter how bullish fundamentally the things that are going on are. It is true that dips happen, and they happen in uptrends. They happen in bull markets. It's, we talked about Bitcoin nonstop and comparing it to what it's been doing recently in this dip. And if we look all the way back at the charts, what it did in the last bull market, huge dips as well. And this is what we've come to expect in crypto in general. And so here we are on a weekly chart after massive gains. And here's the weekly. It's a red week, and maybe it continues red, but we can start digging into the short-term story and what it's happening and what to kind of anticipate in that regard. And let's start from a video clip from, I don't know, what was this? 14 hours ago or something. Check this out real quick. And you can see here's that target that we had from the breakout in July. We hit it. This is a short-term support area, $2.60 at the 618 to the 786 around 250. So 250 to 260 is a nice short-term support area. It is a nice area. And I can't stress that enough. And really, to answer my question from my opening, is it a good thing? It's really what I want to explore. In my mind, it is a good thing. Now, there's two sides to that. Number one, it's a good thing because when we're seeing parabolic rises of any crypto, it is so important, even if it's going to keep going. Meaning, if ADA is about to break $3 and keep going, we have a $3.50 target that we talked about. We'll look at that in a couple minutes. But if Cardano is going to keep going, Cardano needs candles like this. And this is a 6-hour candle currently. It just has to happen. And if you've been in crypto, I've been in crypto for years. I've never seen a crypto really just keep going forever. All green candles. Have you? I've never seen it. And even in the most bullish of environments, there could be another 200% gains for Cardano this year, if not more. But for that to take place, it starts on these 6-hour charts. It starts with these moves that we just talked about at $2.86 last night in anticipation because it was getting overbought, and it starts here, and this is what it looks like. So if we chart the same exact Fibonacci pullback, the higher low support that we're looking for in the short term, it was the swing low to that high that we saw, the all-time high. It was very fun. And look at this. Cardano on the 6-hour chart right now hitting, most recently, right around 260 at the 618 line, $2.60, wicking right below it to around 259, 258. The 786, keep in mind, is still down in the 250 range. So it's nice to get that initial bounce. Oftentimes we do see just a very simple wick to the 618, and that was it. That was support, and we continue to the upside. Don't be surprised, though, if it does continue even further down into the 250s, and we're wicking below the 618 down here. Maybe the next 6-hour candle brings us down there and we're in the 240s. We'd be looking for a wick and a 6-hour close at the very least in the support of 250 to 260. And this is the key. We track these areas of high or low support not because they're guaranteed support. Oftentimes we see the harmony of these support areas and we do get the bounce, continues the upside. That's what we want to see. That is bullish confirmation. But on the flip side, bearish confirmation is the support doesn't hold and we close a 6-hour candle below the 786 at around 250. That's bearish confirmation that we want to be aware of. And we talked also about this. If Cardano doesn't get the short-term bounce off of the support that we're at right now and continue to the upside, or at the very least sideways, if it doesn't happen, we have to be mindful that this dip is a stronger dip than what we've experienced most recently. And what that looks like is we had a pretty short dip here, pretty short dip here. So far, it's a pretty short dip. We were looking for a similar continuation. But if that doesn't happen, then we have to start keeping in mind this dip could lead to something a little bit more drastic, things that we've seen in the past where these higher low support areas are breaking. And in that case, we go to the daily chart and we look at the support area that we also talked about in last night's video. This could be a stronger consolidation for Cardano, leading us to around a 25% dip, right around $2.10. If you notice that, and when I say 25%, that's from where were last night. Ultimately, it would be a 30% dip to the 786, around $2.10. If you look at this area, though, and let me get rid of this green box so we can see a little better. If you look at this area at that 786 down here at 210, we have a 618 support to like 230 range. So that's the range on the more midterm chart if it's going to be more drastic of a dip. But you see this 50-day moving average being pulled into this range, and it will continue to do so. Soon, that 50-day moving average, this green line, which I need to make darker, will be in this Fibonacci. It will be confluent with the support area. And so often is the case that Cardano gets thrown back into the 20-day moving average. I don't know if I just called it the 50-day, but it's a 20-day moving average. So often is the case in uptrends that Cardano makes that move. We saw it, and going back on the chart, in mid-February back here, kind of mid-February back here, and we were talking about this area on the charts before continuation. We saw it even just that consolidation in the mid $1, the 150 area, to the 20-day before all-time highs back then. So if we're seeing a similar move to the downside into the 20-day moving average, again, historically, from a charting perspective, it's normal, and we have to be patient in these things. If you want gains, if you want these all-time highs to continue, it's not going to get there without these red days and red weeks sometimes and volatile environments. We did videos pretty much every day all through this, and we track the consolidation. Many people all through this entire time calling that the bear market has started. 250 was it. It was done. Cardano was done. Bear market to 50 cents, and we had to be patient. We had to wait and see support and analyze the charts. Be ready for 50 cents at the time. We were always talking about it, especially at these lower areas, testing $1, but it didn't happen. And the patience that we had through all of this allowed us to come up with a plan. It allowed us to initiate some resolve, have some patience, have some self-control. It allowed us to get rid of the emotion that we can so often find ourselves in the crypto markets, just having patience. Just waiting and being prepared for every scenario, because there is a scenario in which the 6-hour support fails here on the short term, and this dip might lead into tomorrow and the rest of this week, and it just might be ugly. It might be an ugly red week. That's a potential scenario. So be prepared for that. Have a plan. Alternatively, have a plan if Cardano bounces here and continues the upside, and we're hitting all-time high by the end of the week. Have a plan. I'm not going to sit here and tell you what's going to happen. No YouTuber can, no person in this world can tell you. All that we can do is utilize some wisdom and patience so that we can make the best decisions. Worst case scenario, Cardano fails that short term, and we're testing the more midterm support. and we're testing the 210 at the 786, or we're testing the 230 at the 618. But just know this from a technical perspective. Do you think I was talking about this exact move in last night's video because I was just throwing out a wild guess? I wasn't. It's because this stuff happens so often. And what that is we hit a target to the upside almost perfectly, the $2.90 to $3 range. Look at this. And look, resistance right there. We had the mental barrier right around $3, so that was there as well. And we're getting a little bit of resistance here on the charts, and it's 100% normal. So I just wanted to throw that out there. I don't say it to try and comfort anybody or anything like that. I just say it because it is what it is. This is crypto. These dips are normal, and these dips are really what we do want to see. Ultimately, what we really want to see is when we get these dips, is we want to see the support areas hold so that we can get confirmation that this is just a short-term consolidation and we're going into a new high. And time will tell. I can't sit here and tell you what will happen, but we track it together. That's what we're here for. And interestingly enough, it's doing the same thing on Bitcoin. Bitcoin's making its own moves of consolidation, which is fine. It's good. We want to see it. ADA putting in a higher low on Bitcoin. I mean, we just got a move like this not long ago. This was 4 days ago. Cardano on the Bitcoin pair down 10%. Cardano on the Bitcoin pair right now down around 10%. So this happens. So we're going to continue to track it. Be prepared for continued downside, even on the ADA BTC pair. And we're going to continue watching it. So weekly, though, is a really good chart to just zoom out to formulate your mental status, right? To formulate your mental fortitude, to work on that. We all need to work on that when we're watching these charts because it's very emotional when we're all zoomed in on the hourly or the 6 hour. Now, here's the thing. This is one thing we've been talking about is the caution of a lower high on the RSI, this momentum oscillator, slower moving momentum oscillator, some resistance here, lower high area from these previous swing highs. So be very aware of what's occurring there. There's definitely some bearish divergence here. And that is we had a high right here at around $1.40 or so. Then we had a lower high when we actually hit all-time high. And now we're having another lower high on the weekly as we're hitting all-time high. Now, just because there's bearish divergence there does not mean that Cardano can't keep going. In fact, it very much can. You can get a very clear sense on the stock RSI, the slower moving momentum oscillator. Cardano, not anywhere near overbought in that regard. So a lot of room to the upside. We just put in the MACD cross down here, and there is room for an explosive move to the upside. But we have to watch crypto markets in general and see if they're going to continue to the upside. Long story short, everybody, there is a lot going on in crypto. Japan's getting listed. Japan's listing ADA. What's that going to do in the short term? I think, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, it's the 25th that it's getting listed. But Eastern time, isn't it? I think it's tonight, actually, or something. I wanted to dig into that a little bit more. But we're gonna look at that. So where is that Ergo video? Check my channel. I just uploaded an Ergo video. Go check that. Speaking of Ergo, I mean, Ergo is, and this is crazy, everybody. Like, look at this. And this is from Rick McCracken. He tweeted this the other day. Ergo article in NASDAQ. This isn't just about Ergo that I'm bringing this up. This is, and follow Rick, by the way. He's good Cardano content. This isn't just why I'm bringing this up to spotlight Ergo at all, but Ergo is one of many projects building within the Cardano community, listed in NASDAQ, this article. And, this is the article, should you or anyone buy Ergo? And it goes on to talk about what it does, what Ergo does, should you buy it, all that good stuff. But my point is, Cardano projects are going to be in the mainstream similar to Ethereum projects in years past. And that explosion hasn't even happened yet. We're not even there yet, but it's just starting to happen. And this is a perfect example, Ergo, NASDAQ, on the NASDAQ article. And if you look at Ergo, talking about like $15.59 right now, and just such potential. If you go over to the KuCoin chart, it's just since, when does this start, this chart? August 5th to where it is right now, 200% gains, ultimately like 250% gains. And we're getting a pullback on Ergo right now. But if you look at the coin market cap, we're looking at, what is it? Ranked number 124 with a market cap of around 500 million. There's a lot of upside for projects like Ergo and many more building on the Cardano blockchain. And this is why I've put a lot of time and effort into Cardano recently, in particular, Cardano projects. And that effort, I will probably go even more into just pouring a ton of my own time, researchers, writers, video editors. I want to cover these projects. And that's why I'm kind of going all in on the Cardano ecosystem, because it is the biggest thing happening in crypto. And I recognize that. I'm extremely confident in that. So that's why I think we have to keep our eyes on Ergo and other projects like it, because they are getting ready to go mainstream, and they are just awesome value right now in terms of what's getting ready to happen. It's illustrated very well right here. So really wanted to do an update for you as we see this little dip again. To answer the question in the intro, yes, it is a good thing. It is a needed thing. Consolidation and these pullbacks are extremely necessary and important. It doesn't mean that we're going to see the support we want to see and continue to the upside. So prepare for the downward scenario where we're getting a bearish confirmation and we're breaking the support area. But just know from last night's video, when I recorded this, $2.86, this is normal. And this is why I talked about it last night, to kind of prepare you for exactly what has happened today, wicking down to the 260 area. So if you're not a subscriber, everybody, hit that subscribe. I think I'm going to refresh this page. I don't know if this is going to update, but I really think we're getting close. I think when I started this video, we were like 5 subscribers away from 300,000. I bet you were there right now. And this just takes a little bit of time to update. So I want to take this time to really thank all of you for 300,000 subscribers. It's insane to me to think that. And I've enjoyed just the journey of growing with all of you in crypto ecosystem in general. I know a lot of you Cardano holders out there, and it's been so fun just growing this and just talking about what's going on in crypto. So thank you so much for your support as we crack that 300,000. And I gotta do my shill for Coco Loco. This is insane. We've surpassed, I think, 3,000. We've surpassed 3,600 on Twitter. We've surpassed 1,000 on our Discord, and we like just launched this thing. And the community so far is so chill, so cool. This is a project that I've been working on, and it is launched. We're getting ready to launch the sale of our NFTs. I want to just, if some of you are following this, I really want to throw this out there. I don't think we did this properly in communicating this, but we have 10 categories of NFTs. Some are ridiculously scarce, but in each category, every NFT, every Coco Loco is unique and different with different traits and variations. So when you're looking at like Coco Loco Gold that has a palm and that has a gold palm and chain, there's different variations of all of those, right? And there's 78 of those. So I just wanted to throw that out there because I don't think we did a good job when we launched the Twitter and website and stuff of communicating that. So if you're out there and you're following that project, you know, those are facts that are important. So go follow us. Links in the description below, Discord below. But I really appreciate all of you. Also, if you're not aware, and this is going to happen today, because today is the day we surpassed 300,000. It's happening. I tweeted this yesterday. I can't believe I got 14,000 likes, 10,000 comments, 11,000 retweets. I'm giving away 1,000 ADA. So if you're not on Twitter, get a Twitter. It's free. I'm going to pick a winner today, and I just appreciate all of your support. So let's see what happens with Cardano today. Right now, just kind of wicking in that 618 area around 260. Let's see if we can get the bounce. If not, you know where support is if this fails down to 250. If that fails down to 250, on the daily chart, we have our next higher low support, which is extremely commonplace. It will be confluent with the 20-day moving average, confluent with that area right around the 786 at 210 up to the 618 around 2:30. So that's what I'm tracking. That's what I'm watching. I'm just chilling here, everybody. Let's see what happens today. If anything crazy happens, of course, we'll do a nice little update, but time will tell. We will see. Once again, I appreciate all of you. I really do. And I don't just say that. I know it sounds like I just repeat myself. Oh, I appreciate all of you, but I really do. And I don't know how else to say it, but sit here behind a camera and kind of, you know, say I'm grateful because it is fun doing these videos and growing this CCV ecosystem. I have a lot of big plans that I'm working on with developers, and I want to continue just offering you awesome content and free tools and all this good stuff. So let's see what happens. Have an awesome day. I'll leave you with this Coca Loco teaser. God bless.